All right, so just wanted to remind all the viewers that we do have a Patreon at patreon.com/Jordoba, and we're going to go ahead and get started. So, Skeeter, you were asking about where you guys are. Last session, you ended up at the Temple of Mitra, where you were getting rid of Muriel's body and getting the door fixed. Did anybody mark off the 100 gold pieces to get their door fixed?
Yipper.
Okay. So now, and you've made contact with the cleric. Jim, name?
Lethy.
Okay.
Lethy.
Lassie.
That's what it's gonna be.
Yeah, it is.
We're not going to remember that.
So Lethy has done a little bit more recollection about things and is pretty sure now that she's a cleric of Mitra rather than Ra.
I was momentarily confused. The blow to the head.
Yeah, you
Got
had a
light
really
in your eyes.
blow to the head. So
It's a good thing I didn't have to try and cast a spell.
you guys are here in Jordoba in the city, and right now you're just in one of the various plazas there, fairly near your apartment building, and basically just talking about what it is that you want to do.
Facts alive,
There is a covered staircase leading into the nether regions that needs to be purged of evil influence.
What's so bad about the evil?
I'm pretty.
What's so bad about a staircase?
Yeah, I'm not. So that is my suggestion.
Well, there's a
Exactly.
bugbear out there laughing at me that I need to, execute payback on. So I'm happy.
There's a what?
Bugbear.
We
Yep.
could take care of that.
You don't really know where the bugbear is, but most likely that's the kind of thing that you would find on the second level, although you were incarcerated up on the first level, so that throws a little bit of doubt on things. But
Wow.
there's right, exactly. Once again, the staircase comes in.
Before we go to the staircase, if that is what we choose to do, I need to get in contact with our lawyer friend.
Okay.
And
What's that, El Baldy?
The chicken?
Yeah, exact.
City chicken.
City Chicken the Bald.
Okay.
Yeah, exact.
Yeah, I got a thing I got to talk to him about.
Okay. So Skeeter goes. Are you bringing anybody else with you when you go?
I might bring my short round friend.
Wait, which one?
The antiquities collector.
There's two of
The
us.
more stealthy of my short
Oh,
round
Well,
friends.
you guys have fun. Well, just mind the apartment. I get the
Think
plate
he's-
for tonight, though.
I think you have
We'll
one of
leave the plate.
You have one of the crow masks, don't you, Shane?
Well, that small one, yeah, and plenty of feathers.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll put the crow masks on and we'll go talk to
Yazak the Bald.
Exact.
our lawyer.
Okay. So you head over into Crowtown, and you head over toward the Blackfeather Square, and you go in there. You go into the number 15 Blackfeather Square, where Yazak has set up his new office in his new role as being a minor mafioso boss. Although the Kenku certainly wouldn't put it that way, they would call it attorney in their culture. And you ask for Yazak, and they tell you where his office is. They're a little suspicious of you, but they do sort of keep looking over at Shane's Kenku mask. And
Is he wearing it backwards?
no, it's just that he's awful short for a Kenku is the thing.
Just a growing boy.
He's a
He's a
kid.
chick.
He's a little peep.
Okay.
Oh,
So you knock on the door up on Yazak's office area. You and Shane, Skeeter, have gone over to the Kenku place. And there is Yazak the Bald with a couple of his little lieutenants. I don't know how the camera angle's going to work out. You see all right?
No.
Yeah.
Not
Yeah,
even
we
a
don't
little.
actually- we
Not
don't
even a
actually
little.
See anything?
You got a
Yeah,
butt shot.
We have
Not
your hip
that one.
pocket.
Wait, I mean in the camera screen.
There is no camera screen.
Right now we're looking at you.
God damn it, Zach.
I am so happy that's a thing. There we go.
Yay!
Okay,
Now I
so
see.
you guys,
Now I see my throat.
you what? Okay, awesome. So you guys are over, and you can see now. You can see Yazak, and
The camera feeds are all screwy.
Yeah, they're just all.
Okay. No, I didn't.
Good.
I didn't know. Yazak, my friend, I need to
yes,
inquire
indeed.
as to the cost for you to hold some items for me until I can return to gather them again.
Well, I can't guarantee that the guard won't search and find them.
What guard?
The city guard.
I think it will be relatively easy for you to hide that, well, incorporate it into your everyday mundane items.
I'm sure I could do that. For let's see, how long am I holding them?
In escrow.
Let's
Sorry.
He said escrow.
Oh,
let's
Jim.
do.
Thank you very much, Shana. You were the only one who was on my wavelength.
Jim.
It took me a second. That's awful.
That really is awful. Okay.
Let's
How-
do it for a month at a time.
All right. What is it that actually he shoos away his two lieutenants? It says, "Okay, now. So what is it that I'll be holding for you?"
A sizable amount of coins.
Oh, that's easy.
Right. I thought it wouldn't be difficult, but
For a month, I'll charge 1%.
okay, fair enough.
Okay.
There's 800.
Okay. So he takes 8 of them, and you have 792, and he says, very good. And he hops up to his little perch, up on the perch thing, and then ducks into the little hole that's his office, and then comes back out.
So,
Alright.
okay, hold on. So
Mhm.
that's 800 he's holding.
92.
792.
No, there's 800 he's holding. I will pay him out of a separate fund. That's not all of my money.
Okay.
So I'm writing it on my sheet.
Okay.
808.
So I make sure. So 800 he has, and then I have 92. Okay, on my person. All right, now we can go. So if I get killed, Shane, you know it's there. Because
Get a receipt.
I imagine you will survive.
I did not even see what that was that just flashed over all his head.
I'm sure it's irritation since her comment was, we're sharing a single plate and we have that kind of cash. Yes, we do, because we are
We can't afford a
irresponsible.
single health potion to save our clerics.
Well, now we have like 3.
Neutralize poison.
I'm assuming that since we're talking about the use of party funds, swoop Skeeter, here we go. That we're back with everybody else in Jordoba.
Right.
And Torvak wants to know about plates.
Do you
We
want
got
your
one.
own? Do you want your own plate? I will be happy to buy you your own plate.
We can
Well,
wash it
we can-
monthly.
We can afford plates.
We can afford flatware.
Oh,
but only
Oh,
one
I did-
piece.
I don't know if
And
I
it's
can.
probably a
I can
ladle.
think with numbers that high. Those are
Yeah.
pretty high numbers of wealth. I can't. This is too much for me right now. Everything is.
Now
Oh.
remember, we got 143 gold pieces last game.
What do we even spend that kind of cash on?
Don't know.
Moving out of our former shithole tenement.
Why it's
Please.
cheap.
But
No.
it's cheap.
It is cheap.
Are you guys sure you're ready for? I am a used cleric of Mithras, so I do come at a low cost. But
Whoa.
you know that it is an upgraded model from the cleric you guys were driving last time, from what I saw. So, are you sure that you're ready to make this upgrade to Mitra
Be like Rocky.
to the Mitra LX?
Nice. I am
From the-
comfortable. I am comfortable making that jump.
Okay. All right. I mean, gold robes,
Yeah.
Hey Matt,
No, you don't have gold robes. You got white robes. See, that's you.
white and gold robes. It's a gold
This
trim.
or blue.
It's gold on the
White.
inside.
They're white and purple.
kind of great.
Alla's video feed isn't on top of the Vinny's, so let me. Okay.
There are shirts out there that say "God damn it, Zach," and we will see about getting everybody one of those shirts.
I have a couple back there. I think Cthulhu's head is sitting on them.
Excellent. Okay, so Zach, so you guys are ready to go. You're confused with the idea of possibly buying flatware and plates, so you can put off the discussion about that until you
We'll
get
table
back.
the discussion.
Such of you as
Ah,
Nice.
Oh,
See what you
man.
did there.
Nice. Put a fork in it for the moment.
Yeah.
Do we want to purchase anything in the way of gear? Says the cleric who just joined the party.
You don't need no
Lassie.
stinking gear.
Lethy.
Last.
You're the DM. You have to be impartial. You have to use my correct name. They can call me Lassie.
What do you need, Lassie? What do you need, girl?
Speak, girl.
Woof woof. You guys are going to be hurting when you come to me for healing. I was thinking about improved
we
armor. Improved armor for our dwelf.
Do you remember when I had a paladin, Jim, and he
Named
was asking,
Dwarf.
whether the place was a Thorpe or a Dwarf, and you decide, and then everyone started calling him Thorf.
Yes.
Yeah,
That
that's the
was
way.
I forget that. I even forget that character's real name.
Yeah. So suck it up, Lassie.
I'm pretty sure that campaign was when I was 10.
Yes.
I mean, I realize Payback is a bitch, but
wow.
um,
It's like an
Revenge
elephant.
is a
Never
dish
forget.
best served cold.
that's not just cold. That's freaking frigid.
Decades
Like,
later.
I waited until the
Sub-Zero.
internet. I waited until the internet was invented,
That's true.
and 600 people are watching these videos, and now
Now you can drop that bomb.
that's right.
I was thinking about something along the lines of upgraded armor for the Dwelf.
Armor comes in more than one size.
Comes in more than one hardness.
More than one level of defense, I think, is the real key.
Yeah. What kind of armor do you have at this point? I don't even remember.
Patch that hole over the kidney.
Oh,
Right.
yeah.
I
I
mean,
never
that,
did fix that. I just put a little piece of our bedding on it. I'm
Don't
wearing
use the plate.
chain. No,
You're
the
wearing
plate
chain.
is sacred. I'm wearing chain armor. Maybe I can upgrade to full plate.
Full
Or-
plate is a bit expensive here in the city. It's 400 gold.
And it's clanky.
Oof.
it's still a
Corvac's got a movement rate of like 6. I guess you've got the difference between your movement rates probably 9 with the chainmail and 12. Not 12. 9 with the chainmail and 6 with plate mail. So you'd move a little more slowly. You'd go at the same speed as Rocky.
We'd have to wait 3 rounds to get her in battle.
Or you guys could just go slower. Understand the problem.
I don't know if that's an option.
Well, I haven't died yet, so I feel like if I'm not living on the edge, I'm not really living. Let's go down there.
With or
All right.
without plate mail, though.
Who needs it?
I know I can't afford plate mail.
As long as we got a plate.
So.
Well, right. I mean, if we're gonna buy plates to eat off, maybe plates to defend ourselves too.
Wait, there. This isn't.
We've tabled that.
plates.
We've tabled it. Don't talk about it.
Okay.
Well, I thought plate mail was made out of plates. That's why it's so expensive.
So we
Well,
can afford
your
it.
armor will be dual use. You will not only wear it, we will eat off of it. It is plate mail for a reason. I mean,
Okay, so
Anybody
here's-
have anything else before we go in the dungeon? Because Skeeter had a kind of day where he needs to dial the heroism up to 12.
So here's a question about Rocky.
Okay.
He can't go down can he go down the staircase, or
Yeah,
is this
that's
a
why-
ladder? Or
So the centipedes are pretty much ideal for dungeon exploration because they can go down pretty much anything that a human can.
okay,
So yeah, you're not. I mean, you're only assuming that there are stairs underneath that
We've heard a rumor.
sort of manhole.
I had a vision.
You did have a vision. You did have a vision.
The DM has kept using the word stairs, so our suspicions were first aroused
Right.
when you said the word stairs.
So we'll say that the antiquities collector took a peek and knows that it's stairs.
Do we need any torches or lanterns or ropes or?
Can we get one of them fancy newfangled cleric people to put some permanent light on one of these things?
They're not that.
Oh,
fancy.
I doubt it.
That fits yet.
Does everyone have a missile weapon of some flavor?
Not I.
You just use a sock and a rock as a sling. I mean,
I'm sorry. This is where you're confusing the Dawn Sisterhood with the Clerics of Mitra. Socks and rock. That's a Dawn Sisterhood thing.
okay.
My sling has to be, leather, white, little gold engraving on it. The pebbles that we use are polished. They glow.
Oh boy.
We're
All right.
very high maintenance.
We
Pretty
can't
good.
afford this new cleric, guys.
Yeah.
Trade it in.
That's all right. He'll be dead soon.
Know where the room is.
That's right. We know where the room is.
I'm going to.
Trade it for 2 gnome surgeons.
All right, we ready to roll.
I'm gonna pack some more arrows onto Rocky,
Okay.
and then we go.
Okay. Zach, you ready to play the 2 clips?
Stairs first or the sachet?
No,
first?
the sachet over to the stairs.
Okay.
One last purchase before we go, but
Okay.
you can do this. I'm going to purchase 1 dead chicken.
1 dead chicken. You own 1 dead chicken. You watched the video with Tim Kask. That's right.
I did. I am not going to purchase the dead cat.
Dead cats are good.
But I am going to get a bag of 30 mice.
Yeah, I'll go ahead with Tim's ruling on that one. Okay. Zach, you ready to play the clip?
You should have been seeing the clip.
Yeah, it should
Yeah,
be.
it's going.
Okay.
Just ran into a
We're
wall.
moving through some
You
dungeons.
guys are
We
going
just
through
hit a
the
wall.
Yeah,
Hold on. And
there it
Rocky,
is.
Slow down, Rocky.
Ooh,
all right, so
Rocky,
we made it.
Rocky crashed into a wall.
Dun, dun. Need a
stairs
seatbelt,
are
Rocky.
Right there. So
Okay, you guys ready to go down the stairs?
We got the
We are.
stairs.
All right, go down the stairs.
Over and over again.
Oh!
What?
Oh! Ah!
On that roller coaster for a while.
Okay, put me back on my view. We ready?
yep, he's about to.
Okay.
Ooh!
Not
guys-
ominous at all.
You guys
Not
have
even a
gone
little
down the
bit.
stairs.
Fuck it. I made a mistake. Let's go.
Back upstairs.
That's
Let's
it. That's
just
a heroism.
Keep
That's a
exploring the
heroism.
first level.
That's a heroism 13 door.
Yeah, that's a little excessive. The scale is 1 to 100, so I may have said that wrong.
You don't need to worry about that thing. It's in carbon freeze.
Oh, yeah, technology. I've heard of that.
So we got Tovak with the lantern again.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just
he's
hold
got the
that.
light source. Are you carrying a torch, Shane?
I've got torches, but right now she's got the lantern.
Yeah, I mean, you can hold my lantern if you want. This isn't a
I
euphemism.
can't
It's just
smack
to
nobody
skip-
with it.
Yeah, that's.
That's true. You
I would
did pretty
appreciate
with
that.
the
It was
torch as a
expensive.
weapon.
Where'd we end up on light sources?
Tobac is gonna hold a lantern
At least
So we
for a
don't-
little bit.
at least for a
Tovac's
little
got
while.
lantern. Okay.
Yeah.
And
we have
sword
an
in the other
elf.
hand?
With the infravision.
Yeah.
Okay. So, you guys are in this room. You've come down. It's a room north-south. It's about 40 feet. And then to the east and the west, there are some regular-looking doors. Yeah.
Bow out, arrow ready.
Okay.
It's a big room.
That's a pile of rubble in front of that door.
On the west door?
And then the door directly opposite you, where the two 45-degree angles sort of direct the eye toward it, is a massive, roughly 15-foot tall door that looks like it's made out of hammered bronze or hammered copper. And there is a bas-relief skull made of metal that protrudes from the door. What do you do?
We
That
take,
is going to be our dining room table.
Yeah.
I think we take momentary credit to take a moment to give the DM credit because that thing looks cool as shit.
That's a
It
dope
does.
ass door.
That's a
I
huge.
made that entirely myself, except for the skull imprint.
That's a pretty nice, terrifying looking door.
Yeah.
I'm appropriately terrified.
That's why we're not going to touch it.
The
First
original
thing I
the original plan was that this would let me direct your path through the dungeon because I was like, there's no way Skeeter's going through that door like ever. But
First thing I do is shoot an arrow at the rubble.
Whoa, there may be a backup character in there.
Man, fuck that. Chris.
Is it moving?
Are there little legs kicking out from?
I need that extra 10 experience points.
I can't believe you got XP from my backup character.
hey, Jim, did he learn something?
I'm going to get something from your current character, too.
Purest sense. There's no doubt about it.
We got
So-
rubble on the west door,
The rubble is the east door.
the east door.
You are the giant scary door is directly to the north from you.
Oh,
The okay, so Rekestric gears up and fires a couple of arrows into the pile of rubble. The arrows sort of bounce off rocks, and nothing happens. The pile of rubble doesn't move or do anything unusual other than what rubble normally does.
Well, that
do we
was
see where it
dramatic.
came from? Did it
Yeah.
fall from the ceiling?
Do we have a dwarf that could identify that rubble's place of origin?
Torvek, do you answer, or are you being an elf at the moment?
We'll roll for it.
I don't answer that particular question, but I might take note of how the rocks fell.
Okay. Looking up above the door, you're able to see that these rocks have come from the ceiling above the door, which looks a little bit unstable. Your guess, if you had to put a probability on it, would be that possibly anybody going past that area would have about a 1 in 10 chance of dislodging some rubble from the ceiling, and also opening the door might be about the same, because that would sort of affect the stones up above when they're shaky.
That's a hint. Don't touch that door.
We should probably take the other door. This one doesn't
That
look.
cuts us down to one door.
Yeah. Well, we definitely don't
Fuck
want to take
this
the small
noise.
door.
I'm
Well, you
going to the scary door.
What do your
Okay.
elven eyes see any fancy doors we could take?
No,
We
he
don't
doesn't.
see-
He doesn't spot any secret doors.
All right.
Okay, so Rekestric has gone up to the heroism, dialed up to 13 door. What do the rest of you do?
Go
I'm
listen
gonna
to the good
move-
door.
I'll move to cover the door with the rubble in front of it, standing away from the door and next to the rubble, so that if it opens, hopefully it won't fall on me.
Okay, so you're going to go over here. Lethe is guarding the door. Is that what you described? You're just standing near the rubble?
Kind of behind it, I guess. So
He's in white.
yeah, well, Mitra, you know.
Ooh.
Behind it, meaning
I know it's
further to the north?
towards the center of the room. How's that?
Okay,
That's it.
so there you are. All right. Torvak? Is it Tovak or Torvak?
It's Tovak, but
Okay.
whatever.
Yeah.
He's confused too.
Good.
So,
Of course, could-
so
could-
Tovak, you asked what the name really is.
Yes.
I'm-
I just called you Lethe.
He
all right.
did get it right.
I did better. You did. Credit where
Never,
credit's due.
never again.
We'll work on it.
Tovak's gonna go over. He's gonna go with the antiquities collector.
All right.
But it's probably safe there.
Well, the antiquities collector is currently cowering in the stairwell.
I was going to go listen to the other door, the safe door.
Okay. So Thibodeau heads over to the presumably safe door, and Tovak comes along with him. All right. This is where I need to go get my dice.
We didn't have dice.
Didn't have dice out.
Oh,
Because I was busy putting together all these fancy dungeon walls and stuff like that.
He did make that door.
It's one thing that you guys should be aware of since you've upgraded to Cleric 2.0 is that one of the bonuses that you get with a cleric who actually has a decently high wisdom is a second first level spell. So I'm packing detect magic.
We got the
In
upgrade.
addition to cure light wounds.
Okay.
So
Are you listening at the door, Thibodeau?
Yes,
that out
I'm
there,
at the
so.
safe door. 3 and 6.
I finally remember it's 3 and 6.
It's half whatever you want to roll.
You don't hear anything.
All right. Fluff. Your door.
There's maybe an occasional squish clunk.
Oh crap! Sounds like a snail.
Squish clunk.
I'm hearing lunch.
Dinner time.
I call dibs on the plate.
What if it's something else?
Something
Still
else
be
that
lunch.
does squish clunk.
Yeah, or it could be. I don't know. Maybe like.
It's a snail with a wooden leg.
Yeah. or maybe it's like some sort of zombie creature that's wearing plate mail and it's just like got half a plate.
We got the whole.
the half-baked ideas coming out of you people is
It's
awesome.
3 kobolds trying to eat jello with a rock.
It could be two. It could be two
Squish
kenku and something.
2 kangaroos.
Carry a done chicken. I don't know. I don't want to take any chances in here.
All right, Elf boy, what you doing over there? I hear
So
squishy
does the skull go in or does it protrude out of the door?
It protrudes out.
Does it look like it is part of the door or could it be turned, perhaps?
It could be turned.
Well,
Well, you think
turn it.
it looks like it could be mounted on gimbals inside because you are able to see that around the edges of where the skull protrudes from the door, it's shinier than it is elsewhere on the door. So clearly, the skull's been moved, or else somebody did some really bizarre polishing around the edge of it.
I turn it clockwise.
Wow,
Okay, so
we're going all in.
Rekestric steps up,
12, baby.
turns the door clockwise.
I called Valhalla earlier today,
He did call Valhalla. Okay.
and you're all coming with me.
Oh damn!
All right.
I'm
So-
burning this whole room down.
The door slowly begins to open. And it is making, a sort of a spooky creaking noise.
Matt didn't build that door for us to not go through it stupidly.
Absolutely right. Let's see. Okay.
Not
Orchestric
making this
has
mistake. He's setting up a lot of stuff.
I have a feeling that Orchestric is wearing his balls where his brain parts ordinarily go.
Yeah, they're all the same.
That's
Do we already
ordinarily
have an
where they go.
orchestra corner moment? Is this an orchestra door moment?
Well, we
those-
all remember what happened to Skeeter's corner.
We got the hidden view.
Sure
All right.
it is.
So we're gonna go up and we'll get the Orchestric eye view on things.
Oh, I hate this. It's terrifying.
Yeah, that was how Skeeter's corner began too.
Yeah.
All right. So, you're looking forward, and directly ahead of you, 30 feet. So actually past there's a four-way
I see something
junction.
blue up there.
Basically, yeah, that's a cord. Don't panic, Skeeter. That's my
Okay.
that's my
That's
microphone.
It's a really big snake, man.
You can work from the descriptions more than from random shit that you see, like cracks in the dungeon walls and things like that. I know you're like totally focused on the video.
Something's gonna get me.
Okay, so
It's crazy.
10 feet in front of you, there is a four-way corridor, north, south, east, west. South, of course, is the direction that you're in right now. Up ahead of you, you can see that 30 feet forward, the passageway seems to open into a room, but that room is beyond your vision range.
Okay.
And you're not seeing anything with infravision out there, so it's basically dark.
Matt,
What do you do?
Lefty is going to move over next to Thibodeau to cover the room where we're actually hearing squishes and clunks
Okay.
in case something, comes through there.
All right, so back over here, we've got Tovak and... Oh, no, I'm sorry. It wasn't. All right, so you've got all three of you now
That's
focused on this door rather than the rubble door.
Correct.
Okay.
I like the way he said that.
I'm not going to forget the rubble door is there. I will check back. I will glance back there from time to time.
Okay.
But since we actually hear noises through this one, yes, that will,
Well,
I'm
you all have
going-
already discussed it could be a wide range of things. Here,
I'm
by the
going
way,
to
is the
point-
stairway that you came down. It goes in through an arch. Okay.
Pointing north.
I'm going to point to them
hmm
as if to say, "Open the door."
do
All right.
How does that
So,
look?
do we
so
want
as I
to?
understand it,
What does that look like?
Orchestric is covering the four-way intersection,
Yes.
He doesn't talk.
and you're over here. You could, you're okay. And also, Orchestric is making some sort of weird waving motion.
Way back at him, y'all.
Right? Everyone waves back at Orchestric.
And just to pause for a moment and
Orchestric.
out of character, you want us to open a door? Do you want us to have two of these open at the same time? Shouldn't we kind of check one route out and then check the other route out? Just kind of strategic? No, Orchestric wants
Oh hell no!
open the blood gates. He wants the okay. All right. Well, my wife just dropped off a vodka and tonic, so let's do it to it.
Open the door.
I just got a beer refill for my husband. I'm good to go.
Got my
Now
lip.
that is a good marriage. Okay. So
I don't
we're
have
over here.
Shit.
Huh?
I don't have shit.
Well, That's because Jennifer figures you can get your own beer, I suspect.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
What if I'm gonna set my lantern down because I don't want to fight whatever's back there.
Okay, lanterns on
On
the
floor.
ground, so
Yep.
flickers all over the
It's
place.
flickering.
All right. And you guys are going to open the door. Who is it that's doing the honors on the door opening?
All right.
I will. You
you
got
wanna
the
do
lantern
it?
right now.
You sure?
Have we
Only
checked
this
this
one.
door for nasties and traps?
Why are we gonna do that for?
Hmm.
All right, let me do a nasties check.
Well,
Okay.
nothing's happened yet, so I will just play it safe.
It must be safe.
Yeah, check the rocks above us.
Okay, so tell me what it is that you're checking, Shane.
It just says delicate task, so.
Well,
Well, let's do the I want to get the dwarf over there and look at the rocks above us, make sure it doesn't fall on our head.
okay. Now Torvak's already checked the room for rocks in the first place, so
Oh, so the
he
whole-
doesn't think there's anything problem with stonework here, so that eliminates stonework type traps.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look around the like the doorknob and handle everything for traps and whatnot.
Okay. You don't see any wires or anything like that you could focus your delicate tasks on, so you are good to go.
Open outer end.
Check for blue stones or possibly pressure plates in the floor. I know that seems high tech for this particular dungeon, but maybe since there's no wires in the.
I'm gonna quietly jump in front of the door.
All right. So you are going to quietly jump in front of the door, you said?
Yeah, see if it wiggles on the floor.
Okay. The
I don't see
halfling
no pressure plates.
jumps directly in front of the door as a way of checking for pressure plates.
Are we going to call that delicate task?
We're gonna call that first level adventuring party.
That's not really what I had in. Never mind.
You said check it. I'm checking. It's not moving.
No, agreed. You checked it. I have no further complaints.
Okay, well, I'll open the door.
Or suggestions.
or suggestions. I'm just going to sit here and drink my vodka tonic, and we can just go this crazy.
All right. So jumping up and down, Thibodeau's able to throw his whole weight against it, and nothing
Ow.
happens.
All right. let's
Novak,
go.
you gonna open the door?
Yeah, you want me to do it, or you got it, Thibodeau?
Yeah, I hurt myself. I got a headache.
All right. Well, stay back and get ready to get whatever's on the other side, right?
Yeah, whop us.
And in order to take the creature by surprise, we're just gonna keep the door open. Orchestra can't be the only brave elf around here.
I'm waiting for you to roll a d6, Ala.
It is a 3.
And you open a door on a 3, I believe. Don't you?
Probably.
Yeah, we're gonna say that
I got 1, 2.
because you're like.
It's worked before.
Oh yeah, you've got a 17 strength. So yeah,
Yeah,
the door is opened.
Give it a yeah. That's a big damn door.
And what you see up ahead is a corridor that extends 30 feet, and then it extends into a room. So there's 30 feet, 40 feet, 50 feet, something like that. There. Okay, so there's the far wall that you're able to see.
No
And-
squishing.
well,
plumping
actually, when you are looking over there,
No.
there's actually a door directly opposite, and that is the extent that you're able to see with the lantern.
The squish clunk noise now louder, maybe? Do we get a direction on it?
No, it's not louder. I mean, it was quite a thieving task or an antiquities collecting task to be able to hear that noise. It was very, very quiet and very subtle.
Okay.
So at this point, nobody but Thibodeau can even hear it yet still. Now, Thibodeau can still hear it. he thinks that if you were to go into that room area, that it might be slightly diagonally to your left when you go in, but that's about all he can figure about it.
All right, I'm going to try to give people the shh symbol. And I'm going to hide in shadows and kind of go down to the corner and just peek and then run back real quick.
Okay. And you're going to go down, peek to the left.
Pete, you said to the left, yeah, so I'm going to stay on the right.
At this point, Matt, I'm going to go back and cover the other door.
Oh, fine, just leave me here.
I'm leaving you with Tovak. I'm leaving you with the our Panzer division.
Oh, fine, just leave me here.
I'm right behind you, little buddy.
All right, so the cleric of Mitra absconds over to the other room, to the other door, and is looking there.
Back to the spot I had before.
Yeah. And then Thibodeau is going to be moving up, and he's going to be checking very quickly toward the left in the room. Is that right?
Yeah.
Okay. So Thibodeau makes his way down the corridor all alone. Are you carrying a torch?
No, we got the lantern.
It's behind us.
See it a little
right?
bit, yeah. I
Sitting
don't
on
want
the
to be
floor.
moving with me.
All right, so Tovak is holding the lantern back at the doorway?
I think Tovak put it on the floor, right?
Yeah, I put it on the floor.
Yeah, that's right. It was on the floor. Okay, so Thibodeau moves forward off into the darkness. So now we go forward to a Thibodeau eye view of things.
It's too high.
Is it?
For Thibodeau, yeah.
Oh, I can't sink the camera down any further than it already is. So
It's a hater world.
it is, man. Nothing is prepped for halfling size. Okay, so you go up to the room, and you take a quick peek inside, and the room is basically it's a 30 by 30 room, and there are no other doors leading out except for the one that's over here.
Yeah.
And then you retreat back.
As I'm going back, I'm yelling lunch.
Lunch. Okay.
You-
So you're heading back into the room over here
And a high rate of speed.
at a high rate of speed. So Thibodeau arrives in the room. What do you do?
We got lunch again.
Rikestric is still over guarding the four-way corridor, and Lethe is guarding the other door. Rocky is waiting in the corner.
Tell her to shut that door until we're ready.
Oh, okay. So her, you mean
Alex.
Tovak?
Tovak, yeah, him.
Okay.
All right.
Him,
Okay,
her,
so-
it, whatever.
You go.
But I just kicked it open. Why don't we get some lunch?
See if Pointy Ears wants lunch or not.
Well, I'm going to gesture to Orchestric. Look down the passages.
All right.
Yeah.
So,
Down
I was letting you guys do your
so
thing.
Lethe seems to be gesturing toward you, Rikestric, telling you to open the door.
there. Little
Well,
first
in-
word, little
in my-
word.
In my Elven
Sounds like-
translation, I'm gonna peer one eyeball around the corner.
Wow.
Which one?
Words.
Left.
Yeah,
Left. Actually, let's
Left
go.
eye, right eye.
Going back real quick. Over to here. You guys get the did Tovak agree to close that door?
Yeah,
Even though
yeah.
you already
Yeah, we'll
opened
go
it?
ahead
Okay.
and close that door.
Right.
Somebody else is gonna have to open it again because I can't open a door a second time like that. It's just impolite for the door.
Okay. Rikestric. So we're going to go up to our Rikestric eye view of things.
It's fine. It's his height.
And so you're
It's Orchestric's world. We're just living in it, Tibby.
And yes, Skeeter, the blue wire is still a cable.
It's like a tentacle.
If we ever fight a water weird, we now will know what to use.
Cat
So
fiber.
many. Cat
That's
5 cable.
perfect.
And which way are you going to be looking, left or right?
Right. Right is right.
Okay. Now that you've moved up, you're able to see see a little bit of detail about what's on the far side of that passageway.
Put some tape on them.
Yeah, I know.
It's a giant kraken.
It's a rabbit with great pointed teeth. All right, so there is a room over there on the far side that you can sort of see. And you said left or right?
Right.
Okay, so you move up.
But
there.
now all I'm thinking about is making a giant dungeon kraken that can actually move on land. Just be fucking horrifying.
It would sort of look like it had tentacles in front and then a shell in back.
Yeah, except it has weird, creepy, like lobster or spider legs and can crawl all over the ceilings and walls. Just absolutely horrifying.
Not a bad idea.
That sounds like a Call of Cthulhu adventure.
All right, you're gonna.
We have a saying in one of my other groups: "Stop giving the DM ideas."
Yeah.
Throw that one out there. See if it sticks.
Okay,
Shaw.
Rekestric looks quickly around the corner, and what you see, Rekestric, that's just darkness at the end there. It's a corridor that runs further than you can see, even with your infravision. What it does look like, though, is that it goes for about 20 feet, and then to the north, there's some sort of alcove or where it opens up into a chamber, or there's a very wide corridor 20 feet across, or something like that.
Okay.
And then you duck back again.
I will spin around and look to the left,
Okay.
since I exposed my back to the dungeon.
Looking to the left. What you see down the left, once again, that's darkness. It appears to be pretty much the same setup as it was on the other side. The corridor goes for 20 feet and then seems to open out to the north, although it does seem like there's an opening on the far side of that, just a little bit further on, which you didn't spot looking the other way. And then you duck back around the corner over there. Thibodeau, the squish clunk is now getting louder.
I will back myself in some kind of strategic sniper squatty pose and back up towards the rest of the group.
Okay.
I have overplayed my valor.
He ran out.
I will.
It's kind of like running out of spoons, except for its valor.
Yeah.
I assume Warhammer out at this point, and I'm going to move up beside the door.
You didn't have a Warhammer out?
Assuming I had it out previously, but just in case, I'm going to mention it this time.
Let's clarify that everyone has weapons out at this point.
You think those things can open doors?
It's a mission of
Yes.
peace.
I hope so. Get out my bow.
Okay. So Thibodeau has a bow out. How far are these two archers from the door? You could back up further.
I think that's a fine idea.
Just, there's more room.
Right into those rocks.
I'm just saying you could back up further.
That corner over there.
I am not going to back up further because the DM suggested it. Bye, Thibodeau.
Hey, it's dark over here.
I make all kinds of suggestions like that.
You were fun, little buddy.
All right. No, nothing happens. He's still in a safe area. All right.
Open the door.
Then, suddenly, the door
Never mind.
is pulled open.
Yeah, I was further back.
Right there.
And another one of those amphora squids comes out.
Lunch!
I
And,
call dibs on.
That
This
puts it
dungeon
in.
has room service.
It is in immediate melee range of both Tovak and Lethe. And I need to roll and find out.
Go get him, Lassie. Go get him, girl.
All right. This is the world's slowest squid, though. It inches forward, and you are in the melee phase, and both of you guys get your attack before it can do anything.
Wow.
Come on, dice.
So who's got the highest dex?
I've got
Tovak's a 14. What are
Yep.
you, Lethe?
Lethy's actually a 15.
Dex?
Amazing.
Oh my god.
Yep. I had, after wisdom and charisma, I had one decent stat left, and I threw it on Dex.
You're a nimble little minx.
Mm-hmm. Wily. But I'm no Muriel when it comes to combat. 6.
Okay. So you swing your warhammer and it bounces off the squid's tough shell.
Hey, don't crack
And
it.
this might be a baby.
Yeah.
So it its baleful eye swivels up at you, and you can tell it's really irritated about the fact that you just wanged on its back. And then it comes to Tovak.
it's a 16 total.
Ooh.
As I'm like, you gotta go for the squishy parts because those are also the tasty parts. So don't smush them too hard, okay? Just.
Keep
cut 'em.
doing stuff that messes with my camera.
But it's only 3 damage because I rolled really shit.
Yeah. 16 is going to be a hit. And you did 3.
That's with bonuses. So
Yeah, no. But that'll do it. It has, let's see. All right, and you did 3. So, all right. So it the baleful eye on the other side swivels toward you, and it's obviously considerably more pissed at you than it is with the white robed, quick but harmless person over on the other side. And it attacks you, reaching out with its tentacles.
Okay.
It rolls 14. What's your armor class?
my armor class is a 2 because of the dexterity bonus.
Cool.
With playmail, that would be a 0.
We can't afford plates.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can.
Apparently, we can't.
As it turns out, though, it requires a 15 to hit armor class.
Cool.
Armor class 2. And you are armor class 2, you said?
That's correct.
you're on-
With the dex bonus.
All right. So armor class 2, it does not hit you, having rolled a 14 and not having any bonuses. So tentacles sort of squish and wrap all around you, but you're able to shift back and forth and not quite let them grab you. Some of it doesn't like the chainmail, is surprised by chainmail. That gets us to the movement phase. So the first one going now is Recastric with your 17 dexterity. What do you? Are you going to move?
I have 14 dexterity.
Yeah, since when?
Thibodeau. I meant
Thibodeau.
That was
I meant
Thibodeau.
Thibodeau.
I'm just taking a beat on that white armor.
All right. The white armor.
You mean me?
Yeah. White, pink, it's all the same.
So you
Good
figure-
guy, bad guy. Helpful doggy cleric named Lassie. Squishy, awful thing we want to eat for lunch. Just clarifying the target parameters here for Jimmy.
Let's clear up the
Recastric.
dynamic.
Recastric, are you moving?
Do I look like I can move to a position where I can shoot it without likely hitting my companions?
No, they're in melee, so it's basically everybody just moving around in a cloud.
Okay, well,
I bet you
then
so.
I am going to not shoot into melee.
Well, okay, so you're not going to, but are you going to move?
No, I will turn to watch the scary door hallway to make sure nothing comes rolling out of there.
Okay, so Recastric turns his back on the squid.
I thought it was to the side.
I thought it was too.
Oh, wait, the scary door?
Yeah, the scary door hallway.
Scary
One
door.
that's open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well-
All right. So Recastric turns his side to the squid.
Yeah, we
And
gotta fix
then we get to Tovak and, well, actually, we get to Lethe first. And are you going to be retreating from combat? Tovak,
No.
you're retreating from combat? Okay. Then we get to the missile phase. Last chance, Recastric. You can turn and snapshot right into that squid.
I'm going to do it. Valhalla.
All right. You turn. Roll the hit twice.
16
Hit.
and 18.
Those are going to be 2 hits. Valhalla. Roll your damage.
2 and 5.
You put 1 arrow into each of its baleful eyes. And it just sort of stops moving, and the tentacles that were all wrapped around Tovak fall to the ground.
Lunch.
I brought
is
seaweed
served.
strips. I brought seaweed strips and
Ooh, we might keep this one.
and rice.
Whoa.
Hollow that thing out. We got another bathtub for Thibodeau.
Yeah. You got one for me and one for my feet.
As far as you can tell, Thibodeau didn't use the bathtub last time.
Stinky guy.
All right, so here you are in the room.
Okay.
Are you going to stop and eat squid?
No.
All right, because that's
Did it
not
leave?
that's
Did it
not
leave a
valorous.
trail?
No, I mean, yeah, a little bit, yeah. Yeah,
It's getting better.
Thibodeau might be able to follow the trail.
Hey man, you follow
try
this thing back to its house?
Oh, he's like, hell no. He can't even.
Oh,
He
come
can't. He can't even see the trail. Yeah.
I see stairs going up. Is that the trail?
on. No, that's not it.
Oh, damn. Wrong way. Well,
What do you
we
do?
go look at that room. It's got a
You
room.
gonna go through the scary door, or are you gonna go check down where the squid came from?
Come on, let's go through the scary door.
But maybe the squid has stuff.
Well, now the threat from that side is gone. Let's check the scary door.
Okay. Well, let's
All
shut
right.
this door again.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys shut the door again.
I'm getting nervous. Let's go up the stairs and shut that door too.
There is no door to the stairs. It's just an open.
At the top of the stairs, though, there's those double portals. We could close that.
Yeah, there's
That-
the manhole
lid.
cover trapdoor thing. You could close that on yourselves.
Yeah, that's what we want to do.
I don't know if that's what we want to do.
I don't think it is what we want to do.
As long as it doesn't lock.
Or somebody doesn't come and put a big boulder on it, or run a plank and lock us down here.
Yeah, all those things
All the.
that are not good.
Do we
'Cause
want
there,
to?
there might be a bugbear up there who likes imprisoning people.
Right.
You said she was down here.
Could be anywhere. You bugbears, they'll take you by surprise every time.
Well, let's head on north then.
All right, you guys are going to be heading north. Let's take a quick break.
Why are there so many tentacle snails in this part of the dungeon? It's uncomfortable. Oh,
I don't know about you guys, but at least we're getting real food for once.
yeah.
It just makes no sense to me, because SpaceX wants to go to Mars. Well, how about the moon? We'll use it as a pit stop.
Right. Why don't you colonize the moon and
Yeah,
make
we'll
it a
start
jumping
there.
off point? Yeah. Well,
Okay. What were you going to do?
Yeah,
You were
I'm
going to go to
home.
the scary door, or you were...
scary door.
Okay.
Scary
Oh
door.
wait, no. We're trying to find a stick to poke the ceiling to get the rocks to come down.
On the east door?
Yeah, to see if the ceiling is unstable, or if maybe it's just connected to door opening, closing, or what.
Okay.
There's a giant in the background.
I take it that somebody has got a 10-foot pole after last time, or no? I don't recall anybody buying a 10-foot pole.
We
I
do
paid for
not.
a door.
Can we maneuver Rocky over by there, stand
Stand on
on
Rocky.
Rocky, and then poke the ceiling.
This seems like a bad idea.
Oh yeah, real bad.
But
I'm
you're the
sticking with
tallest
the
among
bad.
us, so good
I know.
luck.
He is an elf.
That's why we're having these bad ideas.
Okay,
How tall
so
is the ceiling?
that's about 10 feet.
Oh yeah, I could get on Rocky's back and
Okay, so
observe the ceiling.
How many-
Rocky, sit.
How long is a torch?
about 3 feet,
About
a little
torch
bit
length.
less.
Don't need to stand on Rocky then. Probably just reach up with a torch and.
About 9
Most
feet.
of the joy of this idea was the standing on Rocky part.
I'm not. Hey, don't let me. You be you. Don't let me ruin your fun, man.
Okay.
You do your thing.
Rekestric comes over and jumps on Rocky's back.
Rocky starts bucking.
The rest
That
of us
again
back
would
away.
be worth it completely.
You what?
I still don't think this is a good idea. Maybe we should, maybe the rest of us should just go in the other room or something.
Tobac, this is a great idea.
Well,
Need a video
can I
camera.
just, can we watch this from the other room then? Just be on the-
Yeah, through the scary door a little bit.
yeah, just a little bit that way. You know, we're guarding our backs from
Oh.
any potential danger.
Rocks.
I'll go up the stairs a little bit.
Okay, so our brave adventurers. Oh, you're going to go up the stairs a little bit? Okay.
Fine, get over there.
Muriel goes over and not Muriel. Leffy goes over and goes up the stairs a little bit.
Sit.
All right. Rekestric, you going to do your
Yeah.
thing?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay.
And I'm excited about it.
Make a saving throw.
Okay.
It's, oh, damn.
19.
Okay, so
Woo!
you're able to leap out of the way. Make a saving throw for Rocky.
Sorry,
No.
Rocky.
Rocky.
Oh,
Rocky will get your potion of healing.
Uh-oh.
Damn.
Oh no. Rocks found Rocky, guys.
Get the backpack. Things left is a backpack.
They squished Rocky like a bug. Why? Because he was
because
a
he's a
bug.
bug. That's right. So there's a pile of rocks there. That's,
So what does centipede taste like?
well, hang on a second. We gotta.
Not as good as seaweed.
I-
Squid.
You're gonna carry all that back, right?
No.
Yeah.
Nope.
Okay,
That's mostly
Rocky-
yours.
Rocky comes out from under the rocks, but he looks extremely damaged. Like he's probably at like 2 hit points.
Oh, buddy, I'm sorry. That's terrible that happened to you. I feel bad. Can I give him a hug?
We'll give him his potion.
He's headed over in your direction anyway.
Oh shit, he's mad. Rocky's got a grudge. He's gonna slap me with like 1,000 legs.
And honestly, you deserve it.
Bad elf. Bad elf.
Hey, we had to know.
Okay, so you're gonna try and hug him.
Yeah.
All right, big hugs for Rocky.
I'm sorry, buddy.
Do you load him back up with all of his stuff?
No, we'll give him a break.
Later.
Okay.
I can heal Rocky.
Well,
Remember that.
let's
We
hold
can do
off
that.
on that for just a second.
I can tell you what, Rekestric would not have made it out of there. Rocky's got like 6 hit dice.
Dang.
He's durable. He just doesn't attack, and he runs if anything attacks him.
You gotta make him a war centipede.
Yeah. Put
Okay.
some armor on him, get a lance mounted.
The spike.
This was your plan of the very, very slow-moving charge that you already had, Skeeter.
Yeah.
All right.
Not so much a charge as more of a sharp push.
Okay, so you guys are gathered at the scary door. What are you going to do?
I'm going into the big room.
Okay. Big room. You mean the one that's directly ahead?
Yeah, all the way ahead.
Anybody following? Or
I fall about 10 feet behind him.
Yeah, I'll follow him for sure.
Yeah.
Come on, Rocky. I know he's an evil elf, but
You'll be okay, little guy.
Okay, so are you going to peek around the corners, or
I'm definitely gonna look
Yeah.
left when we pass
Yeah.
them.
Man, I keep doing this psychological thing of if I move the figures, I think the camera's up there. It's kind of weird.
Gotta move the camera first.
Okay, so here's the four-way crossing.
So
Right.
far, so good.
And this room is actually about 20 feet back, or the far wall of this room is about 20 feet back from where you are now that you can see it. Okay, so go up, and here's the orchestra cam up there. And so tell me again now what it is that you're going to do.
Look right, then quickly look left so something doesn't shoot me in the back of the head.
Then look back right again.
And look back right again, and then cross the road.
All right.
Yeah.
So you guys are looking into the room, and you've got basically a sort of a 10-foot protrusion that pokes into the room itself. There are 2 arrow slits in that protrusion.
I don't like that at all.
The room is roughly 30 feet, and you're entering in the middle of the 30-foot south wall. The protrusion is 20 feet away from you, and corridors lead north, but then immediately turn to the east and west on both sides, so that you can't really see what all is back there. What do you do?
I run quickly forward and past the arrow slits to
Okay,
the
well,
right.
which direction are you going to break, left or right?
To the right.
Okay. So Orchestric heads on over to the right. What are the rest of you doing?
Follow them quick.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fucked, man. That's where
Yeah,
you
but-
die.
Put a shield up and just kind of hunker down and just.
Wait, so Tovak, you're staying where you are?
No, I'm going with
You're
the others, but I've got my shield up in front of me as a preventative measure if something comes out of there.
Okay. So you guys all move forward very rapidly. And as
Get
you
up next to the arrow slit, toss a grenade in there.
Hey, we can see Matt's ceiling.
can you?
Got a couple of cracks
Yeah.
up.
Yeah. I'm about to give up on the mat cam here. Turned out to be way more work than it's worth. All right.
Stick, wrap it around your neck. Point it toward-
Behind you, once you've run into the room, you hear a loud clang.
Oh.
Oh no.
And you turn around, and you see that a portcullis has fallen, blocking off the way that you came in.
That's a cool door back there.
So let's try and turn this way around. And so now you guys are
We're
got the portcullis
committed.
behind you, and then you've got this way over here, and you're out of the way of the arrow slits.
Can we hear anything in the arrow slit area?
Yes, there is a sort of rustly noise behind the arrow slits.
As in somebody moving. Move quick, Elf.
Yeah, I'm moving up. Continue down that that hallway. I'm gonna look back. Is there a door in the wall of the gun nest?
Looks like we need to go left.
To our left, right, to our left.
To where-
Okay.
yeah.
As we
All right.
run by it.
Yes.
Okay. I need something to represent dark, and like everyone else, I'm going to use a Crown Royal bag.
Yeah.
So, you guys move forward, And as you get to the area next to the arrow slits, you check that. There's not a door leading into the arrow slits. Check around the corner. And what you can see around the corner is a continuing 10-foot wide corridor. And it extends beyond the reach of your vision, but you are able to see that there are like 2 gaps in the south wall. And then the passageway continues onward.
About how far down?
Let's see. Not counting the 10-foot square in which you made the turn, it goes for 10 feet, and then there's a corridor to the south. Then there's another 10 feet and another corridor to the south. Then it goes 10 more feet, and that's the extent of your vision. You except with infravision, you're not seeing anything further forward.
All right.
Can we just kind of assume that Tovak picked up the lantern? Otherwise, it's still sitting in the middle of the room.
Let's just go with that smart assumption.
Yeah, you would have noticed that at the time you went through the scary door in the first place. So
Hey, it's dark.
Okay,
I'll go
We
ahead.
didn't clarify, but
I'll go ahead. I'll go
Since
ahead
our
and give
light
you that.
source is kind of around the corner because we're in the group right now, I'm going to start moving forward, doing the elf alone, not in metal armor,
Okay.
because I think somehow that's like moving silently, and sneak up and look down the passage, and then
doesn't
move to the
it
next
gives you a
one.
surprise chance, doesn't it?
It
It
gives
doesn't-
him,
It doesn't do shit.
yeah.
It means I'm going to die alone in front of all of you.
That's
Go
going to
feed
be
him
so
to Rocky.
sad.
It'll be so sad. Jim chuckles.
Not as much as you would have thought.
All right, so Rekestric moves forward using
Looks
what
around
he
the right
considers to be his elf ninja skills that no one else is able to see. Now, when you get to here, you're able to see that up ahead there is a 4-way intersection. And
Okay.
you peek down here in this corridor. And down this corridor, I am going to go get some minis. I will be right back.
Oh,
Oh,
Lord.
Wow.
I'm sure what he's going to get is his fluffy bunny with
I'm not going to
ice
go
cream cone
anywhere,
minis.
actually, because the minis turned out to be basically right next to me.
yep.
The fluffy bunny with ice cream cone minis?
Yes, that would be it. Of course, it's got great big teeth.
We get the holy hand grenade.
Okay, so what's down this corridor, Rekestric, is you can see that along the west wall of the corridor, there are a number of niches in the walls. Obviously, it's a tomb type area that you've gotten into.
Ouch.
So
Well, fuck.
in the 2 niches that are farthest away from you, skeletons step out with bows,
Ow.
and then close to you,
Whoa.
2 skeletons step out who are carrying swords. And this is where you are possibly going to do that die alone thing that you talked about.
Medic.
You're in immediate melee with the skeleton that stepped out of the niche closest to you. Its dexterity, or their dexterity. Whoops. I'm going to roll it with D6, not D8s, or they'll be really, really fast. Okay, they've got a 13 dexterity. You've got a 14.
Yes.
What have you got in hand? Are you walking around with your bow, or are you walking around with a
Bow.
sword? Bow. Okay. You want to whack it with your bow just to tell it no?
Smack it.
Won't do any damage, but you can roll
No.
a hit. Okay.
No.
Make you feel good.
So in the melee phase, it goes ahead and attacks. Your armor class is like terrible, right?
Yes.
Okay. It hits you. It does 3 points of damage to you.
Ouch.
All right. The rest of you hear a sort of a clanging noise up ahead.
And screaming like a little girl.
He hasn't said that he's screaming at all, so I'm taking it that he's just elf valor going on here. So
Wait, isn't this still within our radius of light? Shouldn't we see like Blade come out and whack Orchestric, who suddenly now seems on guard?
no, he disappeared around the corner, and then there was.
Well, you hear me scream, "Motherfucker!"
Okay, there we go. So
Okay.
here, Rakestic scream in Elvish, "Motherfucker!" And the only person who's able to understand it is Tovak.
He said his mom is very nice. Yeah, he said his mom was very nice. That's what
To
I
a
got
lot
out
of
it.
people.
I don't know why he would say that in a dungeon, really, but
Well,
I'm an expert, so
it's an important thing for us to know about Orchestric, that his mom's very nice.
Thinking about his mom.
Meanwhile, we move into the movement phase. Rakestric, are you going to move?
Yeah.
Okay, where are you going to move to?
Back to my friends.
Okay, that's going to cause a fleeing attack by the one skeleton who is in melee with you. He rolls, but his sword swishes through the space that you were in as you virtually teleport yourself back over to the intersection here, where we can see you standing here. Tovak apparently talking about elven semantics and the way to interpret verbs
mom.
when they're turned into nouns.
he loves his mom very much.
Shush!
Wonderful lady.
Loving mom!
Skeletons with bows.
Wait, what?
Wait, what?
That's your mom.
The skeletons
It's like I'm
Here.
sitting bed.
Whoa,
Charge
why didn't you
forward.
mention the skeletons, man?
I just did.
You said something about your mom.
She's a real giving woman.
All right, so taking a look at the long view down the corridor here. You guys are gathered here. They've moved up into melee combat, the first two. That was the movement phase. After movement, we go into anybody switching weapons or anything like that.
Yes.
All right, what are you doing, Thibodeau?
We can get a short sword and a torch.
Okay, short sword and torch.
Do I need to
But it's not
weapons
lit.
to take out a holy symbol?
You gotta, yeah. You would switch over to your holy symbol. What was the question?
Do I need to actually have it in hand in order to turn?
Yes.
All right, in that case, holster the hammer, take out the holy symbol of Mitra.
Okay. Draw the holy symbol of Mitra. Tovak. Any weapon changes? or
I'm
anything?
gonna gently set the lantern down because it's expensive. And drop a shield.
Okay. So you've got shield out, sword, Rakestric. You changing from the bow?
No, I'm going to stick with the bow.
All right.
I'm preparing to cast a spell.
All right.
In the back of my mind.
That spell. Well, you can't do both at once.
I'm not doing anything.
What are you preparing a spell?
Yes.
Okay. That spell will not go off at the top of the round because you haven't been casting it this round. You've been running and stuff like that. So you'll go through the entire next round casting the spell, basically. And if you're hit, you'll lose the spell.
Okay.
All right. Given that you're doing that, I mean, I stopped you when you ran to the rest of the party. If you wanted to continue running so that they're in between you and the skeletons, you could have done that. You want to do that?
Yeah, I don't want to be in the front line.
All right, because
I'm
I've got you
getting-
in the front line. This is your figure
Yeah.
right here. Okay.
Yeah, no.
But that's my job.
Okay, so you sort of disappear a little bit around the corner.
Yeah.
Staying away from the arrow slits.
Yes.
And all right, close your eyes, Skeeter. I'm going to change the camera. Open your eyes, Skeeter. All right, so This is what you are able to see, Skeeter. That's the
Okay.
skeletons coming around the corner.
Yes.
Back of my head.
We'll swoop our camera back around to here, and okay, so that was we've done the switching weapons phase. Now we go to missiles. You can either cast or either prepare your spell or shoot. Skeeter, I take it you're doing the spell.
I'm preparing the spell.
Okay.
What does turning count as? Missile, spell, melee?
Spell, so you can do that at the top of the round.
Would that be now?
Yes.
Then I will do that all day and all night.
Right.
So it's 2d10, right? That's what I'm seeing in the rules here.
I think so. It's got it's a bell constitution.
That's 17 on the 2d10. So that's 2d6 skeletons, yeah? Well, one of the die is a 6 and the other's a 4, so piss off by the power of Mitra.
Okay.
You undead sacks of shambling bones.
So you turn my skeletons.
Yay!
Yay.
Whoa. He's not
However,
for the
it
other
is
team.
it is not the movement phase. It is the melee phase. So in the melee phase, they turn around, and Tovak and Thibodeau, each of you guys get a free attack. Thibodeau, yours is going to be a backstab.
Cool. Hey,
However,
Claire, can we
I am
do this
using-
without them coming back?
I am using the rule about half damage from half damage from bladed and pointy weapons.
Pointy weapons.
All right. So Thibodeau, you've got the highest dexterity. You go ahead and attack.
Zach, do you know the camera feed is not feeding?
So-
It looks
Skype.
like a Skype.
Okay.
16? You get that? 16? Armor class 3?
That'll hit. Roll damage.
All right. Big whopping 3 points of damage. And it's
All
a
right.
backstab.
It is still
6?
6. 6 will do it. Okay, so you're able to stab one of the skeletons, and it dies.
Up to the rib cage. You know, it didn't have one.
Tovak.
Similar thing. 16 to hit.
Okay, that'll
and
hit.
then 9 points of longsword.
Oh yeah, that'll do it. They only
Oh,
have
fine. Be that way. Show
1d8.
off.
Okay. So you guys basically neatly dispatch the two skeletons. That's the end of the melee phase because you got nobody else to fight. In the movement phase, these two skeletons disappear down their corridor.
Whoop, whoop. Short people rule.
Yeah. Wait, are they gonna come back?
Eventually.
Oh, how eventually is eventually?
I don't know. Do I roll that, Matt, or do you?
I do.
Somewhere between 3 to 18 rounds from now.
Should we go get them just to make sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, let's go get them.
Should we? I can turn them again, right, Matt? If they come back.
Yeah, you would get another. Sorry, my camera's messing up. You would get another turning attempt if they come back after being turned. You can.
Do we want to go chasing through the dungeon with all sorts of nasties in it after two skeletons?
I want to search the nasties.
That seems like not a good idea.
Well, if we can catch them before they go too far, we can let them
Yeah.
out of misery again.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking. I want to search the nasties.
I just don't want them to come back and shoot us in the back.
Yeah.
In the kidney.
Yeah, I still haven't gotten this hole fixed in my armor, so